Greetings from exotic India. I'm sitting in the guest room here in the division office. I am here corporeally and Sophie is here ethereally, and we'd like to produce a video for you about doing conditional formatting. Let's say here we have a departmental report. If you recall, it breaks out and shows departmental expenses by each of the departments. And what I'd like to do is to see if we've had a increase or a decrease in each of these expenses over the years. And so if we took this and minus that, we would have the difference there. We'll take this and we'll copy this with a Control C, and we'll copy that right down like that. And now our little point of today's lecture is, let's suppose when we extract this, if this has been an increase, we would like it to be red, and if it has been a decrease, we would like the number here to be green. And so we do that type of behavior in software is called conditional formatting, where the formatting is a product of the number that's in the cell. So we do that functionality using the format table. And so let's open our format table by going to our menu, and we click Format Tables. And this is something new for most people. And we're going to create a little format table. We have to name it. The name is absolutely irrelevant, so we can name it with your grandmother's name. But color is a format table there. And on this row of the format table, I need to explain just briefly what we're doing here. We're creating a format table that when the format table is applied to a cell, in fact, probably I should emphasize this, that we're preparing this format table and it's applicable for the entire worksheet. So even though I had this cell selected at this moment, it is irrelevant. I am not preparing a format table for this cell, it's for the whole worksheet. And then I will attach the format table to the cells where I want it to apply the criteria. So this is just setting up the criteria and then the desired response. So if the number is between, let's say a negative 2,0,0,0,0,0,0,0,0 and 0, that would mean that the expense has gone down. Okay, we would like the color to be green. Okay, so we'll go over here and we'll select green. And if the number is between 0 and let's say 2,0,0,0,0,0,0, make that as big as you want. Okay, we would like it to be green, or to be red, pardon. And so we'll come over here, and for the background we'll make it red, and we go OK. So we've created this format table that if it's a negative number, green; if it's a positive number, if the change is positive. Of course, you could make it a lot more sensitive and granular. What color it to be is 0 if there was no change, and so forth. You can see you have several other features you can do. You can change the font, the color, and the background color. And we are trying to change just the background color. I think we're probably okay like this. If not, we can come back and fix it. So with that, we'll save the format table color. Okay, And now, so far, we have not done anything to change this worksheet. We've just created the existence of this criteria table. Now we have to attach it to the cells we would like it to work in. So we'll click it, that cell, and we'll come down to this location down here, and we'll set the color. We're extracting and pulling in the format table that we would like to use on that cell. And so we have to do that to every one of the cells. By the way, this is an attribute that is copyable, so it is perfectly reasonable to have set this up at the beginning over here and copied it all the way down. And we'll just continue doing. So it's not hard to imagine the different wonderful ways that you could have used this. We could say, well, if a number is a certain size, or if it's exists or doesn't exist, to light up a message. And so we are now ready to run this, and so we'll extract this. And moving the menu for the last presentation has slightly got me confused. I have to hunt around for what I'm looking for, but we're looking for the extract button right there. So we extract this baby, and our menu, our deal is here, and we go okay. It's a little confusing here. You have to look at the last video or not follow that. And so we'll extract the drill path, and we'll see what we've got. Okay, you see, so this one went down, and this was red. All the rest are red. And we could go down through our tree here of all the reports and look, and you could see that it is working correctly. The negative ones are green and the positive ones are red. So that shows you a little bit about using the format table. And just for the fun of it, let's make another one. Let's now have a message going across here that says this is good or this is bad, or favorable, unfavorable might sound a little more professional. So we want, if it's a positive number, to say favorable. Excuse me, if it's a negative number, we want to say favorable, and if it's a positive number, we want it to say unfavorable. So let's make another table, format table, and we could call this one message. Okay, and we could say if it is the same sort of thing we did before. If it is a negative 2000020, we have a message favorable. Okay, and if it is from 0 to 2 million, we can have it say unfavorable. And the formatting down in here could be used to control the formatting of the way that looks when it operates. And so we'll save that, and we'll go save. And now we'll come over to this cell, and now watch closely here. We will open this cell, and we'll do the message. But now we will have the driver, the criteria that is applied, the value that's applied against the criteria is found in this cell, reference cell, and we want it to look in E10. Okay, E10 to get its value. Okay, so it's going to look in E10, look at the value there, look at the criteria on the criteria table, and behave the way instructed. Okay, so we will take that. Okay, we can copy that down. Let's see if it behaves correctly. I'm going to open one and test it. Let's just open one and make sure that the copy worked the way it's supposed to. I didn't think so. So for expediency's sake, I think we'll take this and we will apply it to all the way. I'm sure in your leisure you can work out the details, exactly how to make that copy work well. Okay, so now let's extract this. You can see the behavior as it's working correctly for each of the values there. Pretty cool, huh? Well, I hope you enjoy using this. I will mention to you that the logic, even though it is slick, it sometimes will let you down in that the logic has to flow up to down and left to right. That is, let's say I wanted this number here to be red if this number was positive. Well, it just wouldn't work. The calculation order is across here and then down, and so it has to have calculated the basis before it can decide and apply it to a certain cell. So as beautiful as the idea might be to have this turn green if that were negative, it doesn't work that way for me. You may be able to figure out it on your own, a different way of doing it. So thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for our next.